When millionaire Ethan Carter lost his beloved wife, Emily, during childbirth, his entire world collapsed. The luxurious mansion that once echoed with laughter became painfully silent, filled only with the cries of his newborn son, Noah. Ethan buried himself in work, believing money could solve every problem except the one that mattered most. Despite hiring the best doctors, nurses, and nannies, Noah refused to eat properly. Day after day, the baby grew weaker, and every failed feeding filled Ethan with guilt. One afternoon, after canceling an overseas business meeting, Ethan decided to return home early without informing anyone. As he quietly walked through the hallway, he heard soft humming coming from the nursery. Curious, he slowly opened the bedroom door, and froze. Sitting near the window was the new nanny, Grace, gently breastfeeding little Noah. Time seemed to stop. Shock, confusion, and disbelief rushed across Ethan's face. What are you doing?" he asked in a trembling voice. Grace immediately looked up, frightened but calm. Tears filled her eyes as she carefully covered herself and stood. "I'm so sorry, sir," she whispered. "I know this looks wrong, but Noah had been crying for hours. He refused every bottle. I recently lost my own baby a few weeks ago, and my milk never stopped. I couldn't bear watching him suffer." Ethan was speechless. Instead of arguing, he looked at Noah, who was peacefully sleeping in Grace's arms for the first time in days. His anger slowly faded into silence. The family doctor, who had just arrived for a scheduled visit, examined Noah and smiled. "He's healthier than he's been all week. Sometimes love succeeds where medicine struggles." Ethan spent the evening learning Grace's heartbreaking story. She had lost both her husband in a construction accident and her newborn daughter shortly after birth. Though drowning in grief herself, she had chosen to care for another child instead of giving up on life. That night, Ethan realized Grace hadn't broken his trust, she had saved his son. Over the following months, Grace became more than a nanny. She became the warmth that brought life back into the mansion. Noah grew into a happy, healthy baby, filling every room with laughter. Ethan also changed. He stopped measuring people by wealth or status and started seeing the kindness hidden inside ordinary hearts. Wanting to honor both Emily's memory and Grace's incredible compassion, Ethan established the Emily Hope Foundation, helping widowed parents and orphan children find support, healthcare, and loving homes. Grace became the foundation's first director, dedicating her life to helping families rebuild after tragedy. Years later, when Noah was old enough to understand, Ethan told him the truth, not about the shocking moment he had witnessed, but about the extraordinary courage of a woman who chose compassion over fear and saved a child who wasn't her own. Noah grew up believing that heroes don't always wear suits or carry fortunes, sometimes they simply answer a baby's cry with love. And that lesson became the greatest inheritance Ethan could ever give his son. If this heartfelt story touched your heart and reminded you that kindness can change lives forever, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for more inspiring stories that prove hope always finds a way.